Food and something to drink. But as of right now, we are going to start our debate. So I just want to thank everyone for coming out to come hear both the vice president and the president candidates of the 2015 student body elections. Just a really big shout out to the Campus Activities Board for partnering with WSA today. And hopefully you have time later today to go to their General Assembly meeting at 8:30 in the same room. And maybe there will be some food left over. But yeah, just thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting our organization and supporting your government, your students' government here at Western. We're really excited we're going right into election week next week. We're really excited to have the candidates at all of our debates this past month. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate the support of all of our students that have been able to come out and see what our candidates have to say and what they're all about. And that's what we're going to continue to do tonight, so hopefully you have some great questions for them. Just another reminder, we are taking questions from both the Campus Activities Board Twitter and the Western Student Association. So if you have a question, just tweet at WMUCAB or at WMUWSA, or both, whichever you prefer. But yeah, with that, I'm Cody Potter, by the way, one of the, probably should start that out with. But yeah, I'm one of the members of the Election Promotion Committee this year, as well as Elliot Berg. He's done pretty much everything, so. So here's Elliot.
Thank you very much, Cody. I think you may have embellished that a little bit, but that's okay. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for coming out to this debate. If you have a couple friends, that maybe aren't here, maybe shoot them a text, maybe a call, and get them here, because this is really important for you to know what's going on with this election. So, yeah, spread the word. Yes.
How do I vote?
How do you vote?
Yeah,
well, you're gonna be able to go to westernsstudentassociation.org, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's going to be a tab that says elections. You can click on that and that'll bring you right to it. Use your Bronco ID. You just log in. It's really, really easy. It takes less than 10 minutes. So it's really, really easy to vote, and that's going to start next week, Monday at 8, and end next Friday, the 27th at 4 p.m. So let's get things started by inviting up the candidates. So ladies and gentlemen, from the Connor and Ty campaign, Mr. Connor Smith and Ty Fishman. And from the Graber Littlefield campaign, Mr. Andrew Graber, Mr. Peter Littlefield. We will now have a coin toss to decide who will answer the first question. And based upon previous debates, I believe the Graber campaign will call the coin toss. Call it in the air, gentlemen. Right. Tails. It is heads. Everybody see it? See it? Okay. Right. The coin was on heads, so we will have the Connor Ty campaign begin. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
By the way, everyone, this is Lexi Pausley, our moderator, the CAB president.
All right, so our first question comes from Josh Angles, and he asks, if you could describe yourself in 2 words, what would they be?
That's a good one. Yeah, do you want us to each answer that, or is that?
Oh, both. Yeah. One individual from each campaign will answer each question. The debate rules are right in front of you.
Right, okay.
And you have 2 minutes to answer this question.
I would say optimistic and outgoing. I think that we're both pretty outgoing individuals. We've had quite a bit of involvement here on campus. I think that we're also pretty optimistic in regards to Western and the Western Student Association's future and kind of all the great things that we can do to within this upcoming year if we're successful. So.
Okay.
All right, who will be speaking on behalf of you?
Me. For me, I grew up through scouting, so for my 2 words, I would say Eagle Scout, because I've done so much through the program. It's given me so many leadership experiences, so many opportunities to work with our government, with our community, and actually get out there and grow myself as a person. So that was basically the thing that made me who I am today. So that is definitely how I would describe myself. Thank you.
Connor, anything else you'd like to add?
I think we pretty much touched on it. Thank you.
All right. Our next question, you will have 2 minutes to answer, is what do you think can be improved about WMU?
I think there are various things that WMU has done very well, but there are also some things that do need improvement. One area that I think does need a little bit of improvement is how we're spending our money to advertise for new incoming students here at Western. I know one of the big issues going on right now is the new statue that's outside, and the administration's report on that was people relate to it because it looks like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Well, I kind of see a flaw in that. We're kind of the generational split of people who've watched that. So the people who are truly relating to it are right here. So the look on building things over how people are going to relate is a lot of money for something that's not going to get much of a long-term effect. So we want to find ways that can actually have a difference for that. We also want to look into different ways for diversity to encourage that. One of the ways in doing that is the preferred name policy. We figure that there are a lot of different people who could really benefit from this. And they've definitely been talking to the administration and wanting to see this done. But it hasn't been happening. It's kind of been stonewalled for quite a while. And we kind of want to see that get moving again, get rolling, and actually benefit the students who truly need it. The last thing is definitely working out a compromise for parking. That is probably one of our longest issues for WSA in general. I mean, how could it not? But it's really on a standstill trying to find different areas that students can actually park in. But there are also new parking lots that are being built that we think that can get a little wiggle room saying, you've had a few years testing it out. We think that it's time to relook at that and figure out getting more parking towards us, students who will actually use it.
Could you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think can be improved about WMU?
What do I think can be improved about WMU? I believe student apathy could be improved, really getting students involved and engaged in their university. I've heard multiple times that college is the best 4 years of your life, so really just getting students involved and getting students engaged in everyday life, whether that be helping them realize what RSOs they can get involved with, or maybe even helping them realize what events are going on campus. And I believe WSA can really help connect students to those RSOs and to those different resources to really help them get the most out of their college experience. I also believe safety can be improved about Western Michigan University, but currently we are working on police liaisons in the valleys, and I believe that's a great way to really improve safety, help students establish those relationships with the police officers so then they feel safe and have a face with that safety officer that they're going to be having interactions with on a daily or weekly basis. Thank you.
You have another minute to add anything else that you would like to add.
Okay. Other issues, again, like I said, safety. That's something that has been a huge concern lately. And I definitely applaud our current community affairs chair, who's worked with our campus police, who've tried to find the different ways to get police liaisons in the residential areas. But that is great in finding a connection with the campus police, but we also need to go further than that. Looking over our history, it seems like we've been very reactive whenever there's been a security issue, but we haven't been very proactive to make sure that there aren't issues that are popping up whenever there's an instance where there's not much stuff going on. We want to try to find ways to look into like pepper spray, something that can try to bring down the rate of sexual assault on campus. Looking for more lighting off campus. One thing we realized is all students who are college students are living in the same areas, so working with those colleges and trying to find a solution for that.
Rebuttal from Connor and Ty.
Yeah, I'll take this one. I think that off-campus safety is definitely a huge issue, but as a students' government working here on campus, it's really hard for us to, I guess, get things done immediately kind of off campus. And so with that, we definitely, as a students' body government, can lobby on behalf of the students here at Western to the city commissioners and to those respective individuals. But I think a lot more, I guess you could say, realistic safety concerns, hopefully we can get accomplished here on campus in the upcoming year. I know one of the big things is the pepper spray, like you mentioned. I know that that's something this year that's actually already happened. Ty and I both had a meeting with Officer Merlo, the new chief of police, here at Western this year. He just started in October, a few weeks back, and he notified us that the policies have been updated and students are able to now carry pepper spray on campus up to a certain percentage in the spray. And that's been updated on the Department of Public Safety's website as well, so that can be found there.
Thank you. Sorry. So the question comes from Twitter. How do you plan to bridge the gap between Greeks and non-Greeks?
Yeah, bridging the gap between Greeks and non-Greeks is a big task here at Western. In recent news, there's been some bad publicity for fraternities and for sororities, and Connor and I both being Greek, we don't really represent that here at Western. So one way we can bridge the gap is really trying to get rid of that negative stereotype that the news and people generally feel with the Greeks and non-Greeks. One thing that I'm currently doing in my position in the Interfraternity Council, Connor actually serves on the Interfraternity Council as well as the VP of External Affairs, so he is a liaison to the administration and the Greek system as well. But one thing that we're doing is establishing an I Am Greek campaign and really showcasing what Greeks are doing, that they're not just Greek and being Greek doesn't define them, but how they're really getting involved in the community. I believe showcasing that to other students really help bridge that gap, help them understand that being Greek is not the stereotypical being Greek, but being Greek is being involved and being a student leader in philanthropy and service and things of that nature. Thank you.
Definitely. Well, to start off, we were all not Greek at one point, so we're all the same person. Just